if I hear one more time, but my scientists, but my professionals, half of these assholes, including Fauci, were saying, we don't have to worry about this here. It's not going to be a big deal. Don't worry about it, guys. We're safe here. Hey, don't worry about it. China has it under wraps. It's not a problem. And then, of course, now we're giving $250 million to the World Health Organization, and all these people lie. The truth of the matter is, these people know more than you, but they don't know everything. And it's funny because I do see a lot of people that shit on you if you're religious or you're Christian or whatever. And there's a lot of these people that treat these medical professionals like they're gods, like they're just infallible gods. But the truth is, if you start doing research, you'll get two medical professionals that do the same job telling you completely different things. On the one end, they're telling you hydroxychloroquine is dangerous and don't use it. On the other end, you hear them going, I literally just saved somebody's life with it. They don't even agree. There's not a consensus. Don't think there is. When you start yelling at people and go, we want to save Nana, there isn't a consensus. We don't know. This entire thing we're doing is guesswork. It is all guesswork. We're just seeing maybe this is going to work, maybe it won't. And if it succeeds, yay, we're flattening the curve. If it doesn't succeed, they go like, we're not doing enough. We need to be shut down more. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, there's no winning this. There's no winning this. You're going to be shut down more. And by the way, for those of you who think that this is going to end on the 31st, boy, are some of you going to be in for a shock.
Like I said, there's plenty of, town-owned and, civic cars sitting around, plenty of vehicles just sitting there, plenty of, city building dumpsters. This is things that can be done,
Yep.
But if we're going to, literally everybody that's doing it, and we're guilty of this too. If everybody, even Tucker and us, if everybody's just gonna kind of bitch about it, we're in for fucking, like you said, more than 50% of this country is like, I'm okay with this, and there's a small minority that are like, Wah! But there's, like you said, we're conditioned for this. Everybody's gonna go, well, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm kind of comfortable until the fucking power starts going out and people start running out of food. This is just the way it's going to be. So.
Well, but I hear what you're saying, but also let's be a little bit realistic here. I understand what you're saying, but there's also the other part of it is people that are angry, people that are upset. People like that have kids. People like that have families. People have the going out on the streets, getting arrested, getting killed, getting shot, doing something. And, you have to balance it out with, oh, shit, I still need to provide for my family. People like that need jobs. So it's not just as simple as the revolutionary time where you were a blacksmith and you would just pick up a musket.
Well, yeah, I know, but what are we going to do? We're going to have our voices heard at the polls?
I'm not saying that, but I'm also being realistic. It's easy when you have nothing to lose to go, oh, let's go out there and start a revolution. But, there's people that have families or people that have relatives. Even if you believe that this is all bullshit, it's not just as easy. Let's go fucking burn down the city. Okay, cool. And at the end of that, when you go, come on, guys, let's go, and you look behind you and it's only 4 dudes.
I get it. I agree, because I've said the same thing before. I just don't know then. But what do we do?
I don't. But again,
what can be done?
I don't think anybody really has an answer. I don't think anybody really has an answer for it. So there really isn't one.
Then the answer is this is it. This is it for us. There's no. I'm just being realistic here. This is the new norm for us. They've already established this, and everybody's like, okay.
Everybody's not. But that's a.
There's a few people that are like, okay, yeah. There's a few people that are mad. What are they doing? They're tweeting about it. That's what I mean.
I know.
So what is it like? And then it's, well, guys, we'll go to the polls in November. We already did that 4 Novembers ago, and look what it did. Nothing. It did nothing. Trump's like, guys, listen to Fauci. We got big boats. That's what I mean. That's what we're doing now.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I get it, but short of fucking putting a gun in your mouth, which is honestly when you start saying, well, if they're not going to do anything, then what's the point? What's the point of doing the show? Like, what's the point of getting up in the morning? What's the point of trying? Like, at some
point, we can still do the show,
but why? What's the point?
Well, we do a comedy show.
But the country's done. The country's over. People don't want to laugh now. But I'm being facetious, obviously.
People do want to laugh.
I'm being facetious, obviously. But what I'm saying is like, I do understand what you're saying, but I'm also putting the other part of that is like, well, at the end of this, do you want to be sitting in a jail cell without a job and have accomplished nothing? Even if half the country, first off, half the country ain't going to do shit. Like, that ain't going to happen. And also, let's be realistic. The last time we rose up in the Revolutionary War, there was like 75 people in this country. I mean, I know it's more, but there wasn't 350 million, you know? There was like 100,000 people. So I guess it's a little more easier to get organized and do stuff like that. But, I mean, in the same way that bitching about it is a way to go, this is fucked up and this is bullshit, and have your opinion out, because if not, all you're going to hear is, this is great, this is awesome, this is fucking, even if you're one of the few people that are saying something different, at least you're fucking saying something different, you know what I mean? Versus what? Just being quiet and going like, yeah, you're right, this is great, I am going to be black-pilled and just let it happen and not complain. You know, I think I'm not saying that bitching about it's going to fix it. I understand that. I truly understand that. But I also don't think that just sitting down and just letting the warmth of death take you over like you're drowning is also gonna do anything either. You know. Corlin 86, Michigan Governor Whitmore is now making it illegal to paint and garden. Now we can't do things at our home while we're stuck here. COVID-19, I no longer want to kill Mersh. Now I just want to titty fuck him. I want to put my phallus in between those double Ds. David Morris, most people deserve this, but we all suffer. Also, Styx Hexenhammer is the Antichrist. Semper Reloaded.
But at least he doesn't play with Legos.
Yeah.
I think that's something we can all
Can't believe
agree.
People are freaking out about that. Who gives a shit if Nick Fuentes plays with Legos?
I don't think they're freaking out over the Legos. I think they're freaking out over his smug attitude of like being like, I'm a leader in the movement, and they're like, you play with Legos and you live with your mom. Like, I think that's the crux of it. I don't think it's like, Legos, you might as well be a pedophile. I don't think it's that level. I just think he's got a lot to say about other people and what they do. You know what I mean? And he wears his little fucking he wears his little boy-sized suits, and he has a lot to say about other people. So yeah, when people see that he's playing with Legos, it's like, that's pretty funny, right?
Out of all the stuff, that doesn't really bother me that much. So what, he plays with Legos? He's fucking 20-something. Yeah, he's a fucking loudmouth. Man, when I was 20 years old, I was cringe as fuck, too. I think we all were, right?
Well, yeah, but didn't you get called out on your cringeness?
I don't think on a national level.
Well, you weren't on a national level. That's again, if you were trying to be the man when you were 20 and you had all these people listening to you, you might get called out for playing with Legos.
Yeah, no, like, with the Nick Fuentes thing, like I'll tell you, I don't lean towards dislike him. I don't dislike him, but I also don't really follow him. He's there. I like the whole Groyper thing was great and it was fun to cover, but I'm not really. I'll put it. This is the best way to go. I'm not really invested. I'm not really invested. In any of
I've
that.
just seen.
I don't care.
I've just seen enough of him not to necessarily trust him. And I don't hate the guy, but again, Groyper War, awesome. Fucking a cat boy, not so awesome. There's just and sometimes, look, sometimes somebody can be the fucking hero on a Wednesday and be the complete dickhead on a Thursday. That's everyone is that. He could be that way. I could be that way. That's just life. Like I'm never, and he's never. I doubt you're ever gonna fucking just blindly support anybody and go, oh, that guy's awesome.
I'm not.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. Everything he does, Legos and cat boys are awesome. Like, you can't do that. But you also can't go, I fucking hate that guy, so I refuse to recognize that fucking with Charlie Kirk is good. Like, you have to be consistent and go, all right, yeah, that's kind of awesome. Watching Charlie Kirk sweat was
and by the way,
awesome.
He didn't. We don't know. You don't just say he fucked Catboy. We don't know. You don't say shit like that either. Come on now.
Probably fuck Catboy.
No, I get it, but let's not say shit like that either, because that's not really something we could say definitively. Yeah, you can't though. I'm gonna try to cheer him up. He's a real cranky puss today. This is a lot of Western medicine hasn't been helping the coronavirus. So guess what, Mike? We found a way. We found a way. Eastern medicine is going to help us figure out the coronavirus. Meet Tristan and Madonna.